Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to F.E.A.R. So we're right in the beginning of the next level and immediately we're going to be in another fight. So the only thing I guess I could do is see if I could possibly sneak behind somebody and knock them out before this turns into a straight out fight. Alright. So that's two guys down out of 3. And is there anything more to this area? No, just a kind of starting point. Alright. We can get some armor. We can get some more bullets. We're back. We fell downward into more of a area like the first section was. That was more of a sewer warehouse. Well, we didn't actually see any warehouse elements. But we spent a nominal amount of time there. And this is kind of warehousey. So it's kind of obvious that they only have 2 tile sets as far as layouts going. We're at probably the halfway point in the game. She's probably the bad guy. Interesting. Wasn't expecting the door. 24-hour TV surveillance versus windows that won't break. Okay. So we're at the halfway point, which should be some big revelation, something new to see, some new bad guy. The level name here was something along the lines of Goodbye Sucker, so it would be crazy if it was the big fat hacker guy that we ended up killing, because he has been messing with us and messing with the security system somewhat, but he hasn't been enough of a vocal enemy for me to care enough about to really want to kill. Yeah. And far too often we're walking around areas where there's nothing here.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. Christ, I thought I was a goner.
Let's just try this.
Still alive. No thanks to you guys. What are you doing here? The elevators are offline, and those soldiers are everywhere. Now, you've got to find a security office
That
and
bullet went
override
right
the lockdown.
through him.
You gonna stay put this time? On my honor.
This guy's obviously a bad guy. And obviously, I mean, we saw the cheesy poofs in the area that he hacked. So, or whatever they were called, cheesy poos. This feels like this elevator's got to get out of the way, and then we could cross this section. So I'll come back to this. It's a little strange we haven't seen any creepy invisible people in a while. They kind of just appeared and then disappeared. And then we were getting attacked by the security forces of the building. And then they stopped being the guys we were fighting, and we were just back to the regular security people. Again. Here we've got a body. Someone trying to crawl out of here. The automatic doors are kind of cool. And here's another upgrade. So we will get up to 200 health. And but do we want to even read this? Listen to it.
First message from an outside number. Jason, it's me. I just saw the news. What's going on? Please call me back and let me know you're okay. I'm really freaking out. End of messages.
Okay, that's nothing. Alright, and I'm gonna have to take a break, so I'm gonna pause the game here and then I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the game. Alright, what were we doing? We were wandering around a area that's kind of a medical area, I guess. Kind of a research lab area. And I think we came this direction. No, we couldn't have come this direction. So why can we go this direction? We came from there, and I guess we're going this way. So we've got these automatic doors, which I guess are so that you don't contaminate the door handles or anything. What's funny here, I would say, is that normally speaking in a game like this, you'd have a Japanese company working on it. If this was Resident Evil and Capcom was making it, you would expect to see a lot more Japanese writing, even though this, I assume, is a Western company in a Western area. Just because of particularly the Resident Evil series. See a bunch of people running that way. Does that mean they're coming? Or what? And I'm freaking myself out with the shadow. Seems like they've intentionally bulletproofed all the windows. Alright, so throw. That is totally in the wrong place. And we're just gonna have to take on this whole group now until my slowdown mechanics work better. I don't want to throw any more grenades, so I'm just gonna kind of move over here and hit them. Knock this guy. Probably need to switch over to a different gun. We're in a shotgun now. How many times can I shoot somebody with a shotgun point blank? Come on, pick that up without having to hit the start button. Shotgun's probably the worst gun in the game. Like, I would prefer to have a handgun. I'd prefer to have a I'd prefer to have basically anything other than the shotgun. What just disappeared, but that was kind of glowing. like that was something important. That probably wasn't. And we've got the music. Trying to bring up the impact. So it seems to me if I hit these guys within about, I would say, 5 paces from where he is, from where they are, they blow up in a bloody mess. Probably should leave some of these health packs just in case we're going to come back, because we have seen that happen. Here we've got another blocked path. It really does feel like they go action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, spooky horror scene for half a second, and then action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene. It doesn't stop. Like, really doesn't line up or let up. Did I shoot both the guys, or? No. I didn't think I'd gotten that guy. Alright. Here we go. So now we've got a 15-shot gun that's some kind of special gun that I'll use and then immediately regret using because I should be saving it up for some other enemy. But even though I've been able to manage my way around a lot of the problems of playing this on a controller, there still are problems with playing this on a controller. I should be pressing like the one key here to switch to a different gun, and I guess I'll do that. And as we continuously are notching up the gamma, the flashlight becomes less necessary, which is good, I suppose, considering how awful your experience with the flashlight is. Look how wildly you can just swing your gun around there. It's like no challenge at all. If you just kind of awkwardly point the gun in the general direction you want it to go, it eventually will overlap onto the person you're trying to shoot enough that they eventually will take their 5 to 20 shots that they require to die. Oh yeah, I forgot about these.
The data's uploading.
This totally feels like something that was added later.
Telepathic commanders to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like Paxton Fettel was the only commander in the program. The weird thing is they refer to him as the second prototype.
Yeah, of course, he's the second prototype. Alma is the first. I'm possibly the third. Although, didn't we jump this way? Where did that guy shoot from? See, if bullets just happened, if we just got shot every now and then, or hallucinated that we shot a bullet was flying past us, that would be kind of a cool, spooky thing. But that didn't happen. Sections like this feel so familiar. So these are tables. There we go. No bullets. How's that work? Not particularly well. Well, this does seem like it has splash damage. It kinda doesn't. Like, you could aim for somebody's foot and shoot them that way, and that's about it. I would almost assume that most first-person shooters of modern time do have this element to them where they know when the guy is targeting you, they know when there's a flashlight, they know all that stuff, but they don't ever bother to hire voice actors to say those things. There you go, let's just blow them up. There you go. The music stops very abruptly there, which it hasn't been really doing that. I assume the answer is yeah, they do know that stuff. It's just, it's not a matter of importance to point out to the player that they know these things. It's more important to just have the game itself play well. Here we see a bunch of cameras flickering, so almost seems certain that we're going to get something spooky there.
You have one new message.
But we also have this dialogue.
Message
I have
from
90 armor.
John, it's Genevieve. It seems the senator's plan failed. His special forces team has been unable to neutralize Fettel. We should assume the worst. Instruct the security force to repel all outsiders. We need time to clean things up. End of messages.
So that's why the security people are attacking me. Now, no question as to why this is an electric door. Like, no explanation there. This would be where it would be nice if it started to take control of the camera and show me something. I maybe saw something, but I can't really tell. That opened this door. The question is, did it open this, which is broken? No. So if there is a way to get up here and get, say, the armor that I think is up there, we would have to double back onto it. So we want to go up this way, or is this the way? This is the more well lit section.
Sayonara, sucker.
At least he's predictable.
Alright, so I know what to do there, so we'll ignore that for a second. Let's come over here. So the whole name of this level was Sayonara Sucker. He's not gonna make himself an interesting bad guy though. Like he just isn't gonna be. Unless he turns into some kind of creepy, like spooky mutated version of himself. Like a boss mutation, then that might be slightly interesting. It would be cheesy. Also, still, so we're all the way around. We went in full circle. Now I'm a little lost. Let's see. Maps would still be helpful. Alright, yeah. Up the stairs this way. Yeah. And then through here. And then over here. And ideally don't fall to your death. Because the game did not really save. I think it's probably a bit of a misnomer, particularly in large buildings, that there are just a full set of ladders that you can always climb if a elevator shaft is empty or missing. I don't think it really would work that way. I think you would probably just lower the elevator to its position, to the lower position to work on in most cases. And if you're not capable of doing that, then I imagine you just have to work on the elevator as it is, and with perhaps some rope points climbing down from a higher point. So am I going this way, or should I jump down that way? I think we go down this way. And that was kind of short. American engineer Norton Mabe says again, resisted rescue effort by F.E.A.R appointment. Paxton Fettel's position has remained stationary. Every effort must be made to reach Fettel before he relocates. So if he's remaining stationary, that either means that level didn't really matter so much, or he's dead, and they're hinting at that. And I don't think we're going to get any dialogue or anything else. And this is just another one of those levels. This is another one of those levels that didn't really take that long. And we also have an issue here where if that was level 6 and we're on level 7 now, and level 7 is really only 30 minutes. Most of the levels actually don't feel like they are 30 minutes long. They feel like there's a section A, section B, and sometimes section C for each level. So if I know there's 12 intervals, so that could mean that there's a lot more content. If there are 15 more sections, 30-minute episodes, or it could mean there's only 5 more sections, which 5 more sections would be about 2.5 more hours of the game, which might make more sense. And I'm heavily leaning towards the point of not bothering to do the DLC. I think what we'll have here is a bit of a soft rage quit, where either I decide to play the DLC at a separate time, perhaps in October, or I decide to just skip the DLC for F.E.A.R 1 and then try and play F.E.A.R 2 on a newer engine. Even 4 years improvement for a 15-year-old game could be a major improvement, because clearly F.E.A.R 1 deserved a sequel enough to get a sequel and then a third game in its series. So if they put more budget into it, if they had direct controller support, if there was a lot more storyline and a lot better just polish on practically every element, that would be a lot more enjoyable than struggling through DLC, which is just prequel content anyways. We're getting the backstory in bits and pieces anyway, so it's not like the DLC is probably going to change too much. So Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.